Hey everyone, how is everyone doing, huh? On this Saturday, July, well, it's not July anymore, sorry. Saturday, what is it? Shit, I'm losing my hair, obviously, right? It's August 1st, 2020. Um, I'm doing my podcast tonight because tomorrow is a Sunday, and as usual, my girlfriend will be over. Uh, Although last time she couldn't make it on Sunday. Uh, However, she was over on Tuesday. It's kind of late. I'm doing the podcast. It's already 11:39. So bear with me, everyone. Bear with me. Um, how is everyone doing, huh? So I had dinner with my friend. We went to this amazing place I know, and I've been there before in Soho. It's called, what the fuck is it called? Um, it's called, Antique Garage. Antique Garage. So we went to Antique Garage, and I had some amazing lamb, and then we actually came back to Jersey City because he was driving, and we were going to go to Hudson and Co, right? Hudson and Co here in Jersey City on the waterfront, because we just wanted to like chill out. It's a nice night out, and just to get a drink. And it's a fucking Jesus fucking Christ. It's like the whole fucking Jersey City is out there. Looks like, especially the young crowd. So we parked there. There's a public parking there, and then there's a line there, Hudson and Co, and there's another place next to it. And we trying to ask them, hey, where's Hudson and Co? And they were like, yeah, it's right here. It's actually on the other side. And it's just like, I'm like, but he had to go back to Queens. So, and then what happened was that, sorry, I'm just jumping from one topic to the other. He had to go to Queens, and then I said, well, you know what? Let's just get a drink somewhere near my place in, obviously in Jersey City, right? So we then drove to, Surf Bar, Surf City, behind my building. And I'm like, dude, what the fuck? There was like a long fucking line. And I'm like, what the fuck? No. That's a big no. So, then we decided, all right, you know what? Let's just grab one next time, because it looks like tonight is like kind of late. I mean, it wasn't too late. It was 9:30, I think 9:40, but because of the fucking this aftermath of pandemic and all that, right? Bullshit. And we are still coming out of this fucking COVID bullshit. It's not a bullshit, but um, it's because people, especially young people, it's a Saturday night, nice night out, and it's August, in Northeast, because it gets cold up here, everybody. So we got such as brief period in summer and in fall, and so we got to make the most of it, right? We got to make the most of the time, right? So then I came back home, and then he just dropped me, and then I came home, and I was actually testing him to make sure that he made it okay, back to Queens, What else is going on, huh? A lot of stuff is going on. A lot of shit is going on, Oh, so this is what the fuck happened, right, with my car. Again, some fucking asshole, hit me again. Not bad this time, but he did hit me, like, in the back, I was coming out of fucking Howling Tunnel, Wednesday. Wednesday, because I had to go to Upper West Side to go to a construction site, and then, it's always a fucking shit show as you come out of, like, fucking Howling Tunnel, right? Especially into Manhattan, and it's always, like, fucking, like, So the guy hit me. I didn't call the cops because I thought it wasn't that bad. But he gave me all the information and blah, blah, blah. And so basically I met, apparently, so that truck who hit me in the back, in my rear, it hit the rear quarter panel. Is that what it's called? So I had told the guy, and he told me to meet him in Newark, right? So I go there, and then I meet the guy, and then so he has this mechanic, and then he said that he will basically just fix it for me without a charge. So I have to basically bring my car to that mechanic either Wednesday or Saturday. So I think I'll bring it Saturday because weekdays are not good for me. Weekdays are not good for me. Saturday, I think next Saturday, I will basically I'll bring it there, and then I have to leave it there for like a day. I will leave it there for a day, Saturday, and then Sunday I'll go pick it up. So, but Sunday he's fucking off. Wait a minute, he's fucking off on Sunday. So if I leave it there Saturday, right? If I leave it Saturday, so maybe he can fix it Saturday, and then maybe I can even like pick it up Saturday, right? All right, so what? I don't want to turn my podcast, and I don't want to like raise my voice because people are sleeping, I believe. And people are partying, party animals are out there, they're partying, So, the other thing that I was actually listening to today, which is not a good thing, fucking Jersey, we are having a surge in fucking COVID, which is not a good thing. Finally, as we are trying to have some sort of a fucking like a a normal, life. And then I'm just hoping that this fucking thing does not like surge or, does not fucking come back, it would be a fucking disaster. I'm hoping not, but let's keep our fingers crossed, literally, And so fuck that, man. Fuck this. I just we can't afford to have another fucking like you know, wave of this fucking bullshit, we had to go through in the past few months. So, let's just hope for the best. What else? Yeah, so I'm going to do my podcast. Sorry, it's going to be a short podcast. I have a few great topics in my cheat sheet I'm going to discuss. Right? Exactly. So, keep it short and sweet, right? Short and sweet. Life is, life has to move on, man. Life has to fucking, the planet has to keep revolving around our, star. What the fuck am I saying? I forget that. Sorry. The point I'm trying to make is that we have to, keep our lives, like moving. What now? What the point? Okay, what the fuck am I trying to say? Okay, what I'm trying to say is that we have to live our lives normally as possible. That's what I wanted to say. There we go. And I was listening to, Apple Podcast. Oh, by the way, so my car stereo. So what happened with my car stereo? So finally, I installed it. It's working fine. I still have to figure out the antenna situation. For the radio. The antenna has to somehow the adapter. The adapter I got had two connections. There is a hanging fucking blue wire I have to actually connect it to. I think I was looking up today online, and I have to actually connect it to one of the blue wires at the new car stereo. So that's what I have to do. So and I'm gonna do that tomorrow. As soon as I get up and I get my sandwich and all that, right? There you go. So I'm gonna do that tomorrow. And the other thing I'm gonna do tomorrow is, for my car stereo is I ordered that connector. There's another adapter that actually comes. You can actually find it online through this company called Access, and you can try to actually, which is what I'm going to do, is to connect that to what the hell am I saying? I'm going to connect that adapter to my car's steering wheel control. Steering wheel control. So I have a steering. I have the channel browse on the steering wheel, and then I also have the volume control. That's it. So it's nice to have that, and I'll try to basically hook that up tomorrow as well. So let's see if it works, right? I presume it does. What else is going on? Today actually was another great day, because we have, as you can see, I'm wearing my NASA shirt. We had the two astronauts coming back from International Space Station aboard SpaceX's what I call the new space shuttle, SpaceX's Dragon spaceship, right? The Dragon. So I think the astronauts are sleeping, but they're going to come back in 8 hours or so, maybe 10 hours. So I'm going to follow that. I was actually following that on YouTube. I think that's SpaceX's YouTube channel, right? And it's fucking amazing. So SpaceX is fucking doing it, everyone. So there we go. So that was fucking amazing. And then the other thing I was actually listening to, speaking of which, sorry, a lot of related topics I'm talking about, sorry. And the topics are that the the podcast, Jason Bateman, from Ozark. Remember that guy, the actor? Him and I don't remember. Sorry, I apologize. I don't remember the other two guys. They're doing a podcast, Um, and so the recent podcast they had Neil deGrasse Tyson as their guest, and they were talking about obviously the astrophysics and the universe and the Big Bang and blah blah blah. That's a very interesting podcast. The good thing about having Apple CarPlay is that you can listen to these amazing podcasts on Apple Podcasts. So Apple has the paidcast, not the paidcast, but the podcast. The platform. But Joe Rogan, obviously, Joe Rogan is the top uh, podcaster on Apple Podcasts. And I think even on YouTube. Is that what it is? He's moving to fucking Texas. Is that what it is? I have no fucking idea. Maybe I should move to fucking Colorado. I have no idea either. But in any case, I can't move anywhere. With my business here in New York and all that, right? All right, so what do you call so the Dragon crew, obviously they are up somewhere in the fucking sky, between the International Space Station. Well, I can't say between the International Space Station and the planet Earth, but they are basically in the Dragon capsule, right? Coming back to Earth, and I think they have to go through the resistance, the Earth atmosphere resistance, and all that, right? Obviously. Well, the Dragon's body, that is designed to resist that Earth's atmosphere, right? Whatever friction, yeah, basically Earth's atmospheric friction. And obviously that melts the metal in nanoseconds. Is that what it is? Obviously. Am I using the term obvious so much that even it's getting boring? Is that what it is? I don't know. So so here is the news for tonight. What's the news for tonight? I don't know what the news is for tonight. Sorry, that was just a fucking digression. The point I'm trying to make is that I'm not trying to make any fucking point. I'm just doing my podcast. And I guess it's kind of late for me to do this podcast. That's why I'm just I'm losing my fucking mind. Is that what it is? Tomorrow I'm just gonna chill out. I got a really busy week, like next week. So it's good. It's good to be busy. Things are getting actually better in terms of work, and I actually, it's actually really good to see people, coming out and going out and not be fucking, stuck in a house, or an apartment or whatever the fuck it is, right? Yeah, because things are open here, things are open here, and especially on this side of Hudson, it's actually better on this side. Like I'm like, fuck this. You know what? Because like how long we will be like fucking like be miserable and like not be able to like live a normal life. And I mean, I really feel good for all these young people who were out there, like in a line trying to get in. The only good bad thing was that it would take them forever to get in there, and then the fucking place closes down, right? So that's the fucking fear, people still have that fucking fear. And I wish I could go back there and then tell them, hey, don't be afraid, like, just like fucking, who cares? So, that's what I was trying to have a, what do you call, have a sense of, have a sense of, it's good to see people, like I used to see them like 6 months ago, 4 months ago, and it's good to see people out there and like trying to live a normal life and good signs. Cheers to that, right? And yeah, like fuck that, fuck this, like for how long you can just like be afraid and like, and the media, fucking media, don't fucking listen to you on fucking news, man. It's just like fucking a disaster, Like Bill Murphy, our state's governor, like telling us, oh, if I have to, I'll close down the, sir, no, please, I'm fucking begging you, okay? Fucking begging you, don't close anything. Don't fucking close anything. Please, we're begging you. Thank you. Do not fucking close anything, right? So, yeah, and I was like, dude, what the fuck, 22 minutes, 56 seconds, everyone. I think I'm going to do like a half-hour podcast. I'm sorry, I apologize this time, but it's already midnight, so I can't go on and on. So why don't we just get into our cheat sheet, huh? Sorry, I don't have a lot of topics, but I do have a few topics we can talk about, right? A friend of mine, a colleague, one of my ex-colleagues, he called me yesterday, and he was talking about, by the way, he was on some medication, and I was actually looking up to see what the fuck, dude. And so he had some. I mean, I don't want to like, get into like personal stuff, but he was like, just briefly, he was mentioning something about like his spinal cord or like nerves and and I was like, man, are you okay? And it's like, and I was looking up that fucking medication and like, because any medication you take, it has fucking side effects, and so we were talking about like, man, I was telling him, just I mean, I had my own moments, and just like being on a medication is it's tough. It's fucking tough. But in any case, so I wished him the best of best of health, and that's what I wish every one of you the best of health, because without health, man, it's like fucking, like if you don't have your body, and if you don't have health, and it just fucking sucks, like everything else becomes secondary. It's like nothing matters. I mean, when I say nothing matters means like, okay, well, things matter, but the problem is that then you can't really like get to them, and you just, whether it's your what do you call, um, work or your family, or those things become like um, I mean, I don't want to say like uh, secondary, but I think it just affects the whole fucking life. It affects your whole fucking life. That's what I meant to say. So, without any further ado, again, I wish him the best of luck, man, to your health. My first topic, everyone. Isaiah's and hurricane season. Okay, here we go. So this is what I have to actually start my not my podcast, my cheat. Isaiah's and hurricane season. Okay, so I mean this is northeast, and this is the east coast. So we have to deal with the what do you call the hurricanes, right? So Isaiah's. Oh, by the way, so I had my all this hurricane thing actually clicked something in my head, because I had dinner with my sister Thursday. Was that Thursday or Wednesday? Okay, Wednesday, I think. It was her birthday. Thursday, sorry, Thursday. So we had dinner there, and she told me she was going camping. And then yesterday, the weather was bad, and I said to myself, oh, maybe I should text her and ask her, tell her maybe you want to think about the camping because of the weather. But then today it was fine. So I think it's good that she actually did that. And oh, that's good. I think she went somewhere upstate New York. So all right. So Isaiah's, right? Isaiah's in hurricane season. Here we go. So where's Isaiah, by the way? So let's Isaiah, is that what you call the fucking hurricane? Isaiah Strait. How do Isaiah? Why it says Isaiah? Click Orlando. Okay, so Orlando has the hurricane, right? Shit. So slowly but surely, tropical storm Isaiah, is continuing on its path towards Florida. Oh shit! I thought it already had happened. No, it hadn't, sir. So here's the 11 p.m. advisory and forecast track for Isaiah from the National Hurricane Center. Head to click Orlando/hurricane, right, for more. And the storm, which is expected to regain hurricane strength as it nears Florida, is piling another burden on communities already hard hit by other storms and sickness. Man, I mean, didn't I fucking say this about like Florida? That if you're living in the eye of a storm, you gotta deal with it. Sorry. Didn't we actually used to have like nor'easters here, And I was like fucking like going fucking crazy, all these fucking snowstorms, I remember. But we don't get those anymore. There's no snow anymore. Can you fucking believe that? There's no fucking snow in Northeast anymore. It doesn't fucking make any fucking sense. I mean, it's good for us because we don't have to fucking deal with snow, but it's such a fucking like huge change in fucking weather, Well, it's called climate change, sir. Yes, you're right. It is climate fucking change. Um, and with that, my next topic, everyone, is Brett and Heather Portland. Okay, so Brett Weinstein and Heather, they have their own podcast and they live in Portland. So didn't I fucking say this about fucking like Washington and these northwestern states? It's like so much fucking like people on the fucking far left, you know, people on the fucking far left. Isn't that like if you look at like United States map, right? Isn't that what it is? People on the fucking far left, far fucking left, north left, north left. That's what I'm gonna call them, north fucking left, right? And so yeah, that's fucking like Portland. So they were talking about like riots and how fucking Trump sent all these federal troops and all that, right? I'm like, dude, what the fuck? So obviously, it's their hometown. So it's just I don't know what the fuck's going on. But I listen to them. I listen to their podcast, and they talk about whatever the fuck is happening out there. All right, everyone. My next topic is already 31 minutes. Sorry, it's going to be a really brief podcast. My next topic is remember I was telling you guys about the Perseverance rover launch. Actually, it did launch, I believe, last week, and then we talked about the Dragon crew, right? The two astronauts are coming back from International Space Station. First time, American made. Isn't that a fucking movie with what's his name? Tom Cruise. American Made. There we go. So American Made. The what do you call the Dragon? SpaceX's Dragon capsule. So they're coming back in Dragon, right? Is that what it is? Is that also? Is there also some sort of a fucking, what do you call it, fucking, what do you call it, fucking like a rocket? No, right? There's no rockets. It has its own engines, by the way. So it has its own fuel, it has its own engine. So there you go. So that's your Crew Dragon. So they're coming back tomorrow, landing somewhere on the west coast, California, obviously, right? Okay, there you go. All right, everyone. So I think that's it for my and now it's time for movies and shows. Okay, here we go. So movies and shows for this week, everyone. So what the hell did I watch? Mississippi Grind. Mississippi. So I watched the movie with what's his name, Ryan Reynolds, and I keep forgetting the other guy's name. One of the lead character in this movie, Mississippi Grind, and it's a great movie about gambling and all that. It's an old movie, I think. From 2012 or 2013, and yeah, if you guys are into those kind of movies, there you go. That's one for you for your post-pandemic movie session, right, with your family, friends, or whoever your lover, whoever, right? All right, my next topic, everyone, Hardcore Henry. Not missed topic, but the next movie that I watched, Hardcore Henry. Oh my fucking god, that movie is like fucking. I'm like, okay, so this is what I have to say about like Shalto Copley, right? After his District 9, I think he went like fucking crazy. He really went crazy in his life, I think. In his movie life. his career, movie career, after District 9, and as if he was really bitten by the alien, whatever the hell that field that fluid was, right? And yeah, so I was watching that, and it's a fucking, oh my fucking god, you don't want to fucking watch that movie. I mean, if you're into like that kind of movie, Shalto Copley, it's like fucking, it's filmed somewhere in fucking Russia, and it's like fucking, it's like a fucking, what do you call, yeah, it's like a video game. So there you go. And then the last movie I watched was Mother. Mother with the siphon, Mother with the siphon. Siphon, that sign. I haven't finished it, but that's also another like fucking weird movies, with Jessica Chastain. Is that what it is? No, that's not Jessica Chastain, sir. Mother. Hold on a second. Jennifer. Jesus fucking Christ! I can't even like remember the name of these like movie stars. Jesus Christ, Mother. Sorry, everyone. Oh yes. So here we go. Jennifer Lawrence. There we go. Jennifer Lawrence. Jennifer Lawrence. That's what I wanted to say. There we go. So that's the movies for this week, everyone. And then also I finished Stargate. Stargate Atlantis season 5. I finished the last episode, 20th. That was fucking amazing. That was fucking interesting with, what's his name? The main character, Shepard, John Shepard, Colonel John Shepard. And then he ends up in fucking Las Vegas and all that, right? So I was thinking to myself, okay, so all these fucking people, these fucking like, lead characters in these movies, such as like, space operas and all that, right? Including, fucking Battlestar Galactica, or even like Star Trek and all these, right? If you think about the main characters, they're always fucking single. Why? They always like act like they are like some fucking messiah, they can't be with a woman or whatever the fuck it is, right? Okay, alright, sir. Let's not go there. Also, that's my podcast, everyone. And sorry again, I have to just take it easy because it's already like past midnight. And I presume you all are having a great weekend, and I will see you all next weekend.